Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Freedom marchers, freedom family, freedom lovers, and freedom fighters. How are y'all doing? Snaps the Gorilla here, aka The Definition, aka Tyrant's Bane, coming at y'all with a quick live stream. Yeah, so I didn't think, well, I did think. I knew that people were going to find a way to make Devin signing up for 24/7, 365 drug testing with VADA a negative thing. I knew they were going to do it. I just didn't think that it would be this conspiracy theorist, right? As those of you know in the boxing realm, Devin Haney signed up for 24/7, 365 drug testing with VADA, okay? And that's what he did. VADA made the announcement. Devin put it out there that, look, yo, we're going to show people, that we're clean. And, he said clean fighting, clean boxing in 2025. So, that was pretty much it, right? And Champside highlighted this news yesterday on his live stream and all that good shit. I was on the panel, and I was contemplating how they would spin this to make this a bad thing. And KQKC figured out a way. KQKC figured out a way to make this a bad thing. All right. And so what did he do? What did he say? Well, he did a video. He put out a video yesterday saying that Devin Haney, no, actually, he said Victor Conte, all right, Victor Conte and VADA basically used Devin to convince other fighters to sign up for 24-hour, 365 drug testing with VADA so that they can make some money. Yeah. He's basically saying that they used Devin Haney as a pawn because, of course, we know, right, that Victor Conte is a secret spy in a secret, somehow people have linked Victor Conte to VADA in a way that isn't even true, right? They will tell you that Victor Conte is like part owner of VADA, that they have a close relationship, and this KQKC called Victor Conte the puppet master of VADA, okay? So he's basically putting out there that this is a conspiracy to get fighters to pay, right, for drug testing as a money grab. And that was his take. Now, to put out such a bold accusation, I thought that he would maybe have some level of solid evidence. But no, it was pure speculation. And of course he had to mention knockoff Pity Pat 69 TV in his video, all right, to basically big up himself, to big up knockoff Pity Pat. And basically I can understand why they have such a great working relationship, because they both put out pure speculation with no evidence and no facts to back it up, okay? Now, there is a difference between having academic boxing knowledge of fights and fighters' records and, being able to remember shit and repeat it, you know what I'm saying? And all that type of shit, right? You learn that in school, right? You learn that in school. You study things over and over again, do research to basically be able to repeat it later when it suits you. Now, this is a whole different story, though, right? Because Knockoff has a habit of when it comes to things outside of like the fight in the realm of boxing, like how much somebody made in pay-per-view, who got paid what, who's doing this, who's doing that, basically the business of boxing, Knockoff does a lot of speculating because he doesn't have contacts like that, right? But he will go with what he believes in and what suits him. And that's what it sounds like KQKC is also in the habit of doing, right? I'm not very familiar with KQKC's channel. I've never been a member of his channel. I've never been a subscriber. I've seen him on Knockoff's Sunday live streams, you know, every now and then when I was still supporting Knockoff. And, you know, if you go watch the video I'm referring to, you can sense the salt. You can taste the salt, okay? Once again, there's no iodine in this salt, right? There's no beneficial nutrients in this salt. It's just pure salt. It's pure hatred, pure salt, pure vitriol. And if you want to know why, the hate is there, all you have to do, because apparently I didn't know this until Blue Blood started talking about it, but KQKC was apparently part of the LDBC. And if you want to know, okay, I just got an alert from the news organization that says toilet paper. There's an alert for toilet paper, y'all, okay? There's an alert for toilet paper. Apparently toilet paper will kill you. But anyway, so KQKC apparently used to be part of the LDBC, and there were some issues between him and Blue Blood. Blue Blood has spoken about this in a live stream because apparently Blue Blood, KQKC kept poking the Blue Blood bear, and he's one of the individuals I was talking about yesterday. And so Blue Blood had enough, and it took Blue Blood about 3, 4, 5 years to finally snap back at KQKC, because that's just how Blue Blood don't like to start trouble and all that other bullshit. But he did have to go in on KQKC. So if you want to know why KQKC has a vendetta, it is, of course, because of Blue Blood and that little thing. And he probably also has some issues with Bill. He said he interviewed Bill at some point. He said that Bill wouldn't answer questions. And listen, Queen Cameron, how you doing? How you doing this morning? I'm pretty upset, actually, because I went to go swimming. I went to the pool to go swimming, and the pool was unlocked. The pool room was unlocked. Oh, it was nice and warm in there. It was like 78 degrees. It was nice and beautiful. The pool was nice. So there were no lifeguards on duty. Now, this is my first time going to this pool. So anyway, so I go to the pool. I get in there. I did one. I swam for, it's an Olympic sized pool. So yeah, peace and blessings to you. It's an Olympic sized pool, and you know, Olympic size, that's that real deal, right? I used to be able to do 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 laps non-stop in an Olympic sized pool, but I found out this morning that I am out of swimming shape. So I swam from one side to another and was like, okay, yeah, I'm out of shape. Swim wise, I'm out of shape for swimming. So anyway, so I swam from one side to another. I couldn't do a full lap nonstop. I could not do a full lap nonstop, where years ago I was able to do 4, 5, 6 laps. Anyway, I was out of shape. But then this white lady come in there. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir. I'm like, huh? Right? Because I also like to shadow box in the pool, you know, for the resistance. So I was doing some kicks, and the white lady came up to me. Excuse me, sir, but yeah, there are no lifeguards on duty, blah blah blah. She said that she asked, was the door unlocked when you got in here? I was like, no, I used my lockpick. No, I didn't say that, but that's what I was thinking. I said, yeah, the door was unlocked. Yes. It's because I don't need no lifeguard, right? I'm not thinking about lifeguards. I think lifeguards are for children, right? In a pool, right? I understand their use I understand their use in general, but for me, you know, and I didn't feel like I needed a lifeguard, so I just did my thug thizzle, right? I started swimming, and Oh, man. I was like, oh, okay, well. She said, you're going to have to get out, sir. I'm like, all right, whatever. So I got out. I got out dripping wet, and she's just standing there staring at me. You know, I'm like, okay, I'm out now. So I'll start drying off. And, you know, she'd go off and do something. She tests the pH balance in the pool, and then she comes back staring at me. I'm like, does she think I'm a thug, or does she want my body? I couldn't figure it out. I think she wanted my body, but, you know, I am in pretty good shape. Not swimming shape, but I am in pretty good, I do have a nice body, so. Black Spring Autumn said that was the whole point. Yeah. Nah, and she was like, the lifeguards don't get here till 8 o'clock. You know, it's 8 o'clock now. And I was like, man, I'm over it. So I didn't see the point of getting out, waiting for the lifeguard to get here, and then getting back in. I was over it at that point. I was like, plus I don't have my goggles, my swim goggles. So anyway. But anyway, so here I am. I'm about to do. I'm back at the house. I'm about to do me some Muay Thai drills, and then maybe go back to the pool later. But I don't know. Maybe I'm over it today. But anyway, so KQKC. Yeah, I'm like, well, maybe he has some type of tweet from Victor Conte. Maybe Victor Conte said something that made him suspicious. Maybe. I'm thinking, maybe is there something that he saw or heard that from Victor Conte that made him want to believe that? And no, he didn't present any evidence whatsoever. He's just straight up lying. And that's what people do in this regard, right? Ever since Ryan Garcia popped dirty, all of a sudden, Devin became the undercover drug cheat, right? And of course, he had to bring up how Devin said, manager Marty and this guy, they run in this. They're part of Light Skin Tron, so there's a lot of members of the Light Skin Tron. All right, so he's repeating the nonsense of Devin saying that his performance was enhanced without the drugs, and like this is retarded. Victor Conte knows how to hide the this and that, and he's a snitch and he's a felon, a criminal. Now, and then for whatever reason, KQKC felt the need to repeat over and over again how he's a gangster. Well, I'm a gangster, I'm an OG, and all this, that, and the third, right? Well, if you how he sold drugs and all this, that, and the third. All right, well, you sold drugs and shit back in the day. So should we believe you're selling drugs now? Since you want to say, Victor Conte, he got popped. He got pinched for selling for giving athlete performance enhancing drugs, right? He paid his debt to society. But we're still supposed to just believe that he's still doing that, right? Because he started a snack program and had these athletes on there, and people saying their performance was enhanced without the drugs. So we're supposed to believe Victor Conte is helping fighters hide their, drug use. Black Spring Autumn says, as they say, she was trying to get to see what you were working with. Oh man, you funny. And I'm like, okay, so you're an OG, you were a drug dealer. So should we believe that you're a drug dealer now? Is KQC or whatever the fuck his name is, KFC Chicken Bucket? If is KFC, I know I'm calling them names, but it is what it is. If you're a member of Light Skin Tron and you are spouting bullshit, I feel the need to call you funny names. Black Spring Autumn says, beware of narcs, but keep inspiring. You funny. So should KFC Chicken Bucket, should we consider him to still be selling drugs? You used to sell drugs, right? You used to sell drugs. So you might still be selling drugs simply because you used to sell drugs, right? Yeah, maybe we should run with the fallacy, the ad hominem, right? The ad hominem of, oh yeah, well, what somebody did in the past should be considered when we're talking about what they're doing now, even though there's no evidence of such. So in order to discredit Victor Conte and any fighter that Victor Conte is working with, we should take his past as a performance-enhanced drug distributor. We should take that, even though he was convicted, he was charged, he served his debt to society, he paid his debt. In order to discredit himself and anybody associated with him, we're going to then say that he is still doing the same thing when you have no evidence. There is no evidence. You have nothing. No fighter he's ever worked with in the snack program has ever popped dirty, right? There has been speculations. You know, people want to speculate and they want to accuse Andre Ward. They want to accuse all these individuals, but they never popped dirty. Cameron Field says, and he is celebrating that shit like it's a badge of... Exactly. But Victor Conte is not celebrating the fact... Yes, did he on the documentary say that, yes, he was helping? Now, I didn't watch the documentary. I watched little snippets. But he's talking about what he was able to do during the Balco situation. Balco, whatever the fuck you want to call it. But does that mean he's doing that now just because he was open and honest and, you know, candid about what he did? You see, people will use your words against you as they see fit. KFC Chicken Bucket can talk about his OG past and talk about how, Devin is going to court instead of fighting Ryan Garcia. Oh, he should be fighting Ryan Garcia outside of the courthouse. So you want Devin, instead of suing Ryan Garcia, you want Devin to assault Ryan Garcia in front of a church house, in front of a courthouse. You want Devin to put the Beast by Dre on Ryan Garcia in front of a courthouse. So you want Devin to basically write himself a ticket straight to prison. Cameron Field says Conte discussed it but never celebrated. Exactly. And now haters are reaching for any... Exactly. Pure speculation. Like, I feel like Devin Conte and Bill could sue KFC Chicken Bucket right now for slander, for defamation of character, because he presented zero evidence. Zero. But you are blatantly accusing them. You're not saying, oh, I believe, or this. You're saying that he's doing that. Oh, we know what he's doing. He's trying to do a money grab. He's basically accusing Devin of basically like a Ponzi scheme or some shit, trying to get all these people to put their money into VADA for drug testing, even though it you know, like what? It's out of control. I don't know why I keep wanting to call you BX. Big Soldier MX says Devin coming back in March. Freedom's March. Oh, he is? I thought it might have been April. Is there a fight? Is there an opponent yet? But I need to look into that. Here's the bottom line to it, right? You're calling... KFC Chicken Bucket is calling Victor Conte a rat and a snitch. But if you believed or knew that Victor Conte was, through VADA, using Devin to get other fighters to pay for year-round drug testing, then you're snitching. So you're snitching right now, right? You're snitching right now. That's what you're doing. You see, if you're going to call somebody a snitch, you're supposed to be an OG, right? You're not supposed to knock a hustle. You're not supposed to cock block and all that other shit, right? You are OG. You're not supposed to be, as an OG, you're supposed to demonstrate a little bit of street decorum and keep your fucking mouth shut, right? See, if Victor Conte, Devin, Bill Haney and VADA were trying to hustle a bunch of fighters into what would amount to be useless drug testing, then you are snitching. Why are you running your fucking mouth like a fucking rat? You're an OG street motherfucker, right? You see, this is a problem I have with street motherfuckers that turn their life around, right? But then when it suits them, they want to act like they still street by trying to make people feel guilty for not being street or not doing what they would do, right? Oh, Devin was in homeschool. He don't know how to, all this other bullshit. Like, what? So what? What, are you a street motherfucker right now? No, you sitting in front of a camera. You sitting in front of a camera trying to snitch and rat on Victor Conte for what you're saying is a money grab. It doesn't make any fucking sense. And then he wants to call knockoff Pity Pat a young G. No. There is no G in knockoff Pity Pat. Because real G's I know ain't as motherfucking sensitive as that motherfucker. You understand what I'm talking about? But I mean, this is the bottom line to it. If you were street and you turned your life around and you're trying to change, and you're trying to change for the better, and you're trying to convince other people to stay out that street life, then why would you want to use your street shit to intimidate or to put somebody else down? So because you were an OG, in your mind, Devin should fight Ryan Garcia in front of a courthouse as opposed to suing him, even though we know, or you want him to rematch Devin. You want Devin to rematch Ryan Garcia, even though we know that Ryan Garcia does not want to rematch Devin. It's very convenient how people leave certain shit out. Ryan Garcia, Oscar De La Hoya, does not want the Devin Haney rematch. That's the bottom line to it. So, the recourse that they chose was to sue Devin, or to sue Ryan Garcia. It is what it is. Devin signed up for VADA testing year-round 24/7, but he did not say, come on, fighters, join me. Come join me in 24-hour testing. No. He told you what he was going to do. And if other fighters are convinced to do the same, well, that's up to those fighters. It's up to them. It's up to them to determine whether or not it's a money grab or not. Big Soldier says, them gossip channels got more subs than real boxing channels. They want imaginary wins instead of seeing big fights. Exactly. So, and we know what this is about, because this is what he did. He spent half the video telling people over here, oh, we just do boxing. But you brought up Devin's love life in the video. You brought up Devin's love life. What you're doing is not about boxing. Accusing now, is it surrounding boxing? Yeah. But you don't give a shit about boxing in this regard. You just give a shit about making Devin look bad, making Victor Conte look bad, and making Bill Haney look bad. Why? Because Blue Blood was doing live streams at the same time as you. Now, that's not it. Of course, that's how it started, right? Because if Blue Blood is doing a live stream, you don't have enough juice and enough charisma to engage enough people to want to, if Blue Blood is going on at the same time as KFC Chicken Bucket, and KFC was able to engage enough people, they can go back and forth. They can say, "Oh, let me see what the Chicken Bucket's talking about. Let me go see what Blue Blood's talking about." Because I do it. I do it like if Blue Blood's on at the same time as BF, I'll go back and forth. They're both going to get a like. They're both going to get a view. You know what I'm saying? I might leave Blue Blood a super chat. I might leave BF a super chat. Why? Because they're both engaging in their own ways. If you don't have it like that, that's on you. Now, Blue Blood said, oh, it wasn't deliberate, my bad. That wasn't good enough for you. But again, y'all go check out Blue Blood for that. The bottom line is, the reason I'm talking about that is to help y'all understand where this is coming from. They don't really give a shit whether or not Devin is a drug abuser, whether he's a PD user. They don't give a shit whether or not Victor Conte is giving people performance enhancing drugs and showing them how to beat the test. He don't give a shit about none of that. No, because if they really gave a shit, including knockoff Pity Pat, if they really gave a shit, then they would be consistent in regards to drug cheating. They would not be upset that Devin wants to sue. They would not be upset that Devin got a no contest, right? Because knockoff Pity Pat had felt the type of way about Devin getting a no contest for that Ryan Garcia fight. No, instead of pushing all this speculation and all this nonsense about what Victor Conte is doing with Devin and all this other shit, whether or not Devin and Bud Crawford and all these other people are using performance enhancing drugs, even though they've never tested positive, they would be on the heads of those who have tested positive. Like Ryan Garcia. No, people would be going in on Ryan Garcia being a drug cheat and not being confident enough to fight Devin Haney without being on drugs by not rematching. They would talk about how Ryan Garcia said he was prepping for a Devin Haney rematch, and when Bill told him to sign up for drug testing, Ryan Garcia said, fuck that. That's what they would be talking about. Right? If they really cared about people using performance-enhancing drugs in the sport of boxing, they would be talking about the motherfuckers that got caught. Not the people that are engaged in testing. Not the people that willingly sign up for Olympic-style testing. Right? They would not be upset with those type of people. No. They'll be upset with the actual motherfuckers that got caught. Right? Not trying to shame and slander people who sign up for year-round drug testing by calling into question calling into question whether or not the testing agency is on the level. If you guys want to know how this works, right? If you guys want to know how the drug testing works, what the protocol is, what the chain of custody is, how they do it, who actually does what, who does the actual testing, who does the collection, y'all go check out Rachel Donaire's channel, okay? Rachel Donaire's YouTube channel. Rachel Donaire is a moderator for my channel. She has blessed me by coming through quite a few times. Y'all go check her out, because she'll explain how testing works and what the protocol is. How involved is VADA in the actual testing of the specimens? Because, see, there is a chain of custody. There is a collection process. There are those third parties that are involved, right? There are so many layers to prevent tampering, to ensure that when a person that's doing the testing gets the sample, they don't know who the fuck's sample it is. All that type of shit. Y'all go check out Rachel Donaire's channel for that, if you guys actually care about the drug testing and whether or not, if you just want to hate Devin, if you want any reason to hate Devin, then just listen to what KFC Chicken Bucket said and go with that. That's perfectly fine. You can do that. Exactly, Big Soldier MX. But we know what Tank did. Oh, he flipped that script real quick when Ryan Garcia beat Devin, right? He flipped that script real quick. And when he got popped for PEDs, oh, Tank was not believing. Ryan Garcia didn't use drugs. It's a conspiracy. What the guy named? Didn't he do this and do that? Didn't he work with this and that person? Just spewing complete and utter nonsense. But that's knockoff Pity Pat's boy. Yeah, Tank Davis can't do no wrong in the eyes of knockoff Pity Pat. Now he'll say that he thinks Tank Davis is wrong for this, that, and the third, but he'll dismiss it. No, if Devin does wrong and something wrong in knockoff Pity Pat's eyes, he'll linger on it. He'll hold it. He'll stay on his head about it. If Tank does something much worse, knockoff Pity Pat, well, he shouldn't have done that, and then just completely dismiss it. Because you know why? That's how light skins work, right? That's how light skins work. But it is what it is. Big Soldier says, also, didn't Ryan wear a snack shirt and lie on supplement? Yes, he did. But they're not going to talk about that. That's what I'm talking about. That's the type of shit that I'm talking about. Tank does have a weird fan base. But that's what I'm talking about. That type of shit right there. Ryan Garcia wore a snack shirt, used snack products. He said that himself. Tried to contaminate open containers of supplements he was using to make it look like it already existed in the supplements, the PEDs. See, but they're not going to talk about that. They're going to talk about Devin signing up for 24-hour drug testing, 24-hour 365 drug testing. They're going to talk about how that is a money grab to convince other fighters to pay for VADA testing. This is... you can make this shit up, but why would you have to, right? Why would you have to? Anyway, that's all I got. I'm gonna continue my workout this morning. We're just gonna keep it rolling, y'all. We're gonna keep it rolling, and I'm gonna stay on these dudes' necks. Stay on their necks. I was gonna play the audio, but y'all can go check that out. Y'all go check out. Now I don't want to bring views to KFC Chicken Bucket, but y'all could just go listen to what he said if you're interested. He said a lot of bullshit in there. I mean, it was just pure speculation, pure conspiracy theories. Probably shit he doesn't even believe himself. He doesn't believe the shit he's saying. He's just saying it because of the hatred. But, it's all good. Thank you guys for coming through. Cameron, Big Soldier, MX, Black Spring with Autumn. Thank you guys for coming through and check your boy out. I'm holla at y'all later. Much love, like, share, subscribe, and we're going to keep marching forward toward freedom. Peace.